Hey guys, thank you for stopping in. I want to speak about internal conflict and how can one actually figure it out. You know, I, as many, will be going through these internal conflicts and things will be revealed to us sooner than later. You know, the internal conflict is something much difficult when you look around and one wants to be happy, one wants to enjoy the fruits of their labor and look at everything from a higher and different perspective, as I was speaking on my last episode. Yet within, there is an internal conflict. And as much as I want to be hungry and be who I was when I first started this channel, I was very outgoing, very, I know I understand more rather that I will get to that place one day. But right now, in this moment, in this space, with what's going on in the planets, what's going on in the ethers, as a human being here on earth, right? A being on earth, we're not understanding this, that it's bigger than us, it's above us, We're not understanding that the internal conflicts are things that need to finally be released, which will be happening from my understanding. This is like the final hurrah to release us of things that no longer serve us. And for me, as a mother who is grieving, it's still fresh, it's still new. My internal conflict is I can't continue to pretend as if my child is in school, he lost his phone, or there's no way he can contact me, or whatever the case is, that in my head I'm trying to pretend. Physically, he's not here. So the conflict is missing that piece. How can I get myself back into motion? I speak about God highly. I speak about the Holy Spirit. I speak about my ancestors. And I honor the Father, Mother, and Holy Spirit, which are all one in Trinity, and they live within me. My ancestors, they live through me. When things happen to you shockingly, unexpectedly, you have that motion, that internal conflict that you want to run. You want to run, but what is running going to do? It just catches up to you. Running doesn't help solve the solution, and that's what we have to do, is figure out a way to solve the solution. Figure out a way how to find that peace and balance within ourselves, to find the resolution, the solution in making ourselves happy. I look at TikToks, I look at videos, I look at YouTubes to encourage myself, to motivate me. But I want that goes off of energy, even if it's online, and just looking at those faces. And kudos to you. I give you all applause to find the strength within you to make others laugh. I thank you for that. If you hear this, you know. But then you have the other side of the spectrum where things are being hidden in a sense. Those families who are grieving, those families who are hurting, those families who are going through a traumatic season, that in the moments want to be still, trying to understand, you know, internally what just happened. I don't want to make this channel about grieving. I don't want to make this channel a bummer, you know. It'll fluctuate. It will go depending and accordingly to the messages. But see, when I come on here, I come on passionately. I have a hunger for it, but I'm not starving for it. You know? For those who it touches, thank you. And I hope my messages help you in some way. But there's something that's missing, and according to what I read in regards to the planets, the full moon in Taurus, the planets being in Scorpio and Aries, like, that is a very powerful combination, you know? And there's things that are going to pop up, from my understanding. Internally, people are going to lash out, to react like a scorpion's venom, like a snake, like it's going to strike unexpectedly. Are we ready to be still in those moments? To understand that it is projective energy. To understand that it is spiritually the fight. Like, we have to get over this hump. It's a full moon, yet today, actually, it's a full moon. And tomorrow will be a lunar eclipse in Taurus, which will essentially reveal things. So it may be chaos, it may be conflictions, it may be breakups, it may be you just saying fuck it, and just leaving situations. You may see things that goes back to one of my shorts, like things that we've never seen in front of our own eyes. Like, it's like a movie where it's a projection, basically, where you would never think, yet it may hit close to home. Just be mindful of that, because I'm not an astrologer. I stopped speaking about signs and stuff like that, the zodiac signs, because I feel that we all have different zodiac signs in our charts, and that's what makes us uniquely who we are. Like, you can see that each sign has its own dynamic, and you have the good side of one sign and the bad side of one side. Like, you can have an evil twin but be the same sign. So I don't go off of that. I really go off of energy, people's movements, the aura, the smells. Like, my conflict will be that, trying to figure everything out and essentially understanding it all. Through my channelings, through my, small little increments of advice. I don't know. This is all I have for now. I hope it helped. It's not long. Don't run from yourselves. Understand, or do your best to understand yourself. In times of conflict, we seek for a God. We seek for comfort. We seek for people who understand us. And a lot of times they are wolves in sheep's clothing. So you have to be mindful of that as well. Just pay attention. Most of all, pay attention. All right, guys. Latest.